Sure, I'll highlight a couple. I know we said one major challenge. I'll highlight a couple.
For you, Tom, we'll give you a couple.
Thanks, thanks, Luke. And we look at them really more as opportunities. They're challenges, but they're opportunities. I think we highlighted a lot of these in the previous discussions. But first thing is around the automation bit. If you don't automate and don't take every opportunity to automate everything you can, it will slow you down. You will run into a bottleneck, and you will absolutely not be able to deploy as quickly as
and not take advantage of the promise of the cloud, right?
Right. Absolutely. And I think Nick kind of pointed that out. One of the things that you start seeing is a federation of a lot of the data that's available out there. So we talk about how we traditionally supported a lot of our stovepipe organizations. When we did the cloud migration, we tried to make sure that we included everybody onto, it's not an old concept. There is a concept of IPTs that have been put out, but when you're doing it this at scale, at speed, it's really important to make sure you include all your stakeholders, like our privacy, civil rights, civil liberties group, our security folks, the application developers, our mission users, and in certain respects, even the traveling and trading public. So for us, the whole way we look at data, way we look at systems, the way we look at the interactions between the system and the data has changed. So the more we include the people up front before we actually do the application deployments, the better it is, because the traditional review periods around, it takes us a long time to review all the privacy documentation, all the security documentation, that's addressed up front. So as part of the biggest challenge we saw was, and kind of a lessons learned was, make sure you involve everybody right away, because it is different, and it does offer up a lot of better ways to do things, and federated is good. And you'd mentioned, we like to hold on to our data. Data is power. But what we have found is, when you go to cloud, when you use big, cloud-based data warehouses and embed a lot of the analytics on top of it, you can see cross-domain data that you've never had the ability to see before. So.